Hi everybody, John here, the hat guy. Today's Sunday, so I got my preaching hat on. But I'm not going to preach to you today, so we'll change hats. I just picked this hat up. It's not one that I've worn. I have been known to do some rigging in the past. Not of elections or anything like that, but there was a time when I did some rigging with a crane. The inside of this hat leaves a little bit to be desired, but this is obviously an old hat for a rigger. I'm guessing just by the logo and the writing and stuff that it's probably from the 40s. However, it's from a time when America was strong and America was getting back to work after a very hard period of time known as the Great Depression. Everybody was happy to be back to work. And that's what I think of when I look at this hat. But the other thing that it reminds me of is Donald Trump, our president. I'm going to get a little political. This thing is bothering me. The inside of this hat is not exactly in the best of condition. There we go. Now it's not hanging in front of my face. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about politics. So if you don't want to hear my opinion, you're on the wrong channel, because I have an opinion about everything. And the world needs to know what my opinion is. And who am I to deprive them of that? So here we are. So this is I think today's the 27th of October, 2019. So if you're watching this at some other time, there's your time reference. Well, a couple of weeks ago, the president ordered all of the troops out of Syria. And everybody got all up in arms, wondering what he was up to. Pardon me. Even a lot of the Republicans were saying, well, he's finally made a mistake, and we were with you, but, this is wrong, and you shouldn't have done that. And he didn't say a whole lot. Well, the thing about this is, it came out of the blue. We weren't talking about Syria. I mean, we knew it was there. We have troops there, and we knew what was going on, but it wasn't really in the news. The only thing been in the news is the half of the government trying to remove a duly elected president from office. That's another story, and I can talk about that for a long time. Hold on just a second. Could somebody bring me a goblet of something cool and refreshing? My throat is a bit dry. Just a moment. Thank you. Ah, that's much better. Can't beat a cold glass of water. Anyway, as I was saying, out of the blue, the president said, let's pull the troops out of Syria. And everybody thought that was just the craziest thing to do. You're making a mistake. It's the wrong thing. Don't do that. And I remember thinking at the time, and I didn't say anything, and I should have. I'd not yet started this channel, though. Next time will be different. But I remember thinking, he's got something up his sleeve. He doesn't do things like this unless he's got a plan in place. He's always several steps ahead of everybody. And sure enough, we found out this morning that the special forces had gone into Syria and killed one of the top ISIS leaders, who was also one of the top Al-Qaeda leaders. And that was probably the plan all along. But what had happened was, everybody said, well, it's going to be war. We've got these, as we pulled out of Syria, we were allies with the Kurds. And the Turks were going to come across the border and have, attack the Kurds. And sure enough, that's what happened. But we were also allies with Turkey in the past. I mean, they're part of NATO. But so I can see where, it's kind of a fine line. Yeah, we're, on the side of this group today, but a bunch of years ago we were on this group's side, and now they're fighting each other, and, let's just pull out and let them do their thing. So he pulls out. Everybody And the Turks rush across the border and start attacking the Kurds. And the Kurds, it's war. People die. Well, within a couple of days, Donald Trump is given credit for having brokered a peace, a temporary peace, but a peace between the Kurds and the Turks after only a couple of days of fighting. And a couple of days later, when that temporary ceasefire ran out, they made it a permanent ceasefire. And the leaders of both sides credit Donald Trump, the President of the United States, with brokering that peace deal. And all of them say it could not have happened had we stayed in Syria. So it's a pretty brilliant move on his part. Kind of a gutsy move, but he's a gutsy kind of guy. That's what we need in a leader. Somebody with the guts to do what needs to be done, even when the rest of the world says you're making a mistake. The analogy I came up with that I think is probably the best one out there, not simply because I came up with it, although that's a pretty good reason, but I think it's pretty accurate. It's like a chess game. If you're playing a game of chess against Donald Trump, not only does he know he's going to win before he starts the game, but he knows which pieces you'll have left and where they're going to be positioned on the board when he beats you. That's the level of confidence he has and how far ahead he thinks with his strategy as he's doing things. We look at it and we can only react based on the information we have, which is often flawed because the news media is slanted to one side and we're not getting all of the reports because we're not the government and we're not military. We don't need to know all of the reports. I don't really want to know all of the reports. I'm glad somebody's there who can do it and deal with it so that we don't have to. But at any rate, that's my thought for today. My opinion is he's doing a great job. If he starts making moves like this and it seems out of the ordinary, maybe we need to step back a little bit and see what he's really thinking. What's really going on. And it'll work out. I just hope and pray that it continues to work out. I also hope and pray that the people on the other side eventually realize that they've literally done absolutely nothing except try to remove him from office since he's been in office. That's the only thing they've done. That's their entire agenda. That should be enough right there for anybody to stop supporting that side. My opinion, you'd have to be a little bit nuts to support that side today. There's times in the past when the Democrats have made some sense. They haven't in recent years, that's for sure. At any rate, I'm the Hat Guy, and that's my opinion. Have a great day.